Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice were given life in the US after their parents Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew divorced, their mother has said. The Duchess of York was speaking at the Cancer Alliance of Help and Hope's Palm Beach charity event in Florida last week. During her speech as the keynote speaker, Fergie thanked the American people for their support when she moved from the UK to the US in 1995 after leaving the royal family. The Duchess said, "I wanted to thank the American people for giving me back my life. When I came in 1995, I don't know how to thank you. You gave my children a life. I was divorced from England, I went to live in America and I got a job. And it's all thanks to you." Fergie lived in the US for 12 years following her divorce from Prince Andrew. She continued, "For anyone who's suffering from low hope, for anyone who believes they can't do this, they can. It's absolute nonsense." Ferguson was diagnosed with an aggressive form of skin cancer last month after a mole was removed from her body and tested. Sarah Ferguson added, "The Cancer Alliance is about hope, and there isn't enough hope in the world." The Duchess was diagnosed with skin cancer only 6 months after she was treated for breast cancer. The royal family have been hit with a series of health scares this month as Princess Kate underwent abdominal surgery and King Charles was diagnosed with a form of cancer following a treatment for an enlarged prostate, both of which have left many prominent family members away from royal duties. Ferguson thanked the audience for all the support her family members have received over this time.
The next thing I want to say is not just screaming. I want to say that everyone, if they want to not be like me and keep talking about it, but everyone's entitled to their own privacy. And I want to thank you all for your kindness in supporting my family members who are going through a hard time. And we wish everyone well, every family in the world that has been diagnosed or is going through a difficult time, we wish them well, we really do. So, and of course, my brother-in-law, we wish you well. Keep fighting on.
Ferguson wrote on Instagram, "It was a pleasure to attend the Cancer Alliance Hope and Help Luncheon, my first event since my melanoma diagnosis and since hearing of His Majesty the King's recent cancer diagnosis. His Majesty is very dear to me, and I think I speak for everyone when I say he is in my thoughts and prayers." Angela Levin discussed Sarah Ferguson's relationship with the King on GB News, saying,
"So she, Fergie, as we know her, really has written to King Charles, saying, supporting him and being kind, and they're writing letters back. And both of them, ironically, have had two different types of cancer, and they can really understand what each of them are going through. And Fergie said, everyone must have hope. You must always have hope. You can't lose your hope because you can win." That's not 100% true, but it's a lovely thing to say. And I think it's very comforting for him and helps somebody who knows what situation you're in because they're in it too.
The Duchess is very fond of the US and has spoken out in previous interviews about her love for the country. The Duchess previously told The Telegraph, "I will say that after I got divorced, I spent 12 years in America writing books, and it was a wonderful place for me. I felt free there." She continued, "The American people have been so good to me. They really have given my babies their mummy."